How do you know which chords to play? And what are intervals, modes and scales? In this video I give you a basic explanation and show you how all of this is related to each other. First of all, let's start with key. There are only 12 different tones. Let me show you this using keys and guitar. As you can hear, our 13th tone and our first tone sound the same. Only the 13th tone sounds an octave higher. In both of these cases, we are playing a C. To create music with these 12 tones, we use one specific tone, which is our root tone. The root tone is also called the tonic. We're going to add other tones that sound good with tonic. It's like a painter that chooses his color palette. Often used palettes are the major and minor key. Depending on which one you choose, the palette has a different set of tones. For example, we can use C as our tonic, and let's figure out which other tones belong to the key of C major. Now let's look at the tones of the C minor key. As you can hear, the major key sounds happier and the minor key is more sad. Let's do the same thing on guitar, but instead of C as our tonic, we use E. Let's start with the E minor key. And now the E major key. And now let's compare the C major key with the E major key. As you can hear, both have the same happy feeling, but since they use a different tonic, their set of tones aren't exactly the same. But how can we determine which tones belong to a certain key? Well, that's where intervals come in handy. A specific set of intervals are used to create a set of tones. When we look at the 12 different tones, we describe the distance between tones with whole tones or whole steps and half tones, also called semitones or half steps. So the distance between one tone and their neighboring tone is a half tone, and the distance between one tone, their neighboring tone, and another neighboring tone is considered a whole tone. We can use a specific order of whole tones and half tones to determine which tones belong to our key. This formula is called a mode, and the collection of all these tones is a scale. For example, the formula of a major scale starting from the tonic is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. This is also called the Ionian mode. Now let's try and figure out which tones belong to the key of F major. Now we know that for the key of F major we have these tones: F, G, A, B flat, C, D and E. This collection of tones is what we call the F major scale. Here's the formula for a minor key: whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, whole. The minor mode is also called the Aeolian mode. Now let's figure out which tones belong to the key of A minor. You might have noticed that the A minor key actually has the exact same tones as our C major key, and that's no coincidence. For every major key there's a relative minor key. To know the relative minor key of a major key, we should look at the sixth tone. The sixth tone of the major key is the tonic of our relative minor key. And the other way around, if we have a minor key and want to know the relative major key, we should look at the third tone, which is the tonic of the relative major key. There's also parallel keys. If we have the C major key and want to know the parallel minor key, we should just keep in mind that it has the same tonic. So the parallel minor key of C major is just C minor. So keep in mind, relative key is the same set of tones but a different tonic, and parallel key is the same tonic but a different set of tones. In order to write music within a certain key, we are going to build chord progressions. Before we can do that, I'll explain to you what chords are. Chords are tones played together and they have a certain function. There's a chord for every tone of the C major key. For example, this is a chord progression of 3 chords. The first chord is D minor, the second is G dominant 7th, and the last one is C major. They all have a different function and feeling. Now you shouldn't confuse the tonic of our key with the tonic of a chord. For example, in the key of C major, the tonic of the key is C, but in the key of C major we can have a D minor chord and the tonic of the D minor chord is a D. We number the chords of a certain key with Roman numerals. We can also number the tones of our chord, and those are called scale degrees, and we don't use Roman numerals for them. It also means that chords, scales and modes are linked. For example, the G dominant 7th chord has the following scale: G, A, B, C, D, E and F. The scale is called the Mixolydian scale, and the Mixolydian mode looks like this. So we have our key, which is C major, and when we look at the C major scale, it represents all the tones that we can use in the C major key: C, D, E, F, G, A and B. And with those tones we can create certain chords that belong to the key of C major. We can rearrange the tones of our C major scale to align with the tonic of our chord. This way we can also rearrange our scale degrees on a chord level. This means for the C major chord, the 1st, 3rd and 5th are C, E and G, while the 1st, 3rd and 5th of our D minor chord is D, F and A. For every different chord that we build from our C major key, there's a scale and mode. So remember, a mode describes the distance between different tones from a scale, and the scale itself tells us which tones we use. We also have intervals, and they're used to describe a certain distance between 2 tones, not only half and whole tones. For example, the major third is an interval of 2 whole tones. We don't need to use the tonic of a certain chord or scale. We can use intervals to show the distance between any 2 notes. Now that you have a basic understanding of keys, chords, modes, scales and intervals, you can also look to my more in-depth videos about them. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And if you still have any questions, please leave a comment. And as always, I hope to see you in the next video.